Sony just keeps on moving the release date to Spider-Man No Way Home on digital. They keep playing with us because the film is still making money in theaters. At least now, the good news is that the film's release has been bumped up on digital. We're actually getting it earlier than we thought. No longer are we going to be getting it at the complete end of the month. We're actually getting it March 15th, which is like soon. So to be real with you, this isn't what many people think. It's not Sony throwing us a bone because they're like happy to give it to us early. They would love to squeeze a little bit more money out of people with theatrical because the film is still making money around the world, but it leaked. So they said, screw it. We pushed it back long enough, and obviously digital copies in some servers and places were already sent and sitting there. Obviously, somebody got a hold of one, and they're like, screw it. Just bump the release date up, change the marketing. It's going to hit now on the 15th, which honestly is great. That places it on this upcoming Tuesday, which honestly is the best, I think, for everybody. We get to watch it a little sooner, get a little bit more excited. They can start hyping up the next chapter of the multiverse, Moon Knight. It's not like the week before it. Like, honestly, this to me feels like it should have been the original date, and it originally was at one point. Well, okay, it wasn't originally because they've had like 4 different release dates, but it doesn't matter. The good news is, though, well, depending on how you look at it, the physical has not been bumped forward or back. It's still April 12th. It's going to stay there by all accounts, unless the digital ends up selling so well that they're like, man, we're making a bunch of money on this digital. Delay the physical. Say there's distribution and printing problems. Say Uncle Avi spilt his sippy cup on the keyboard that was printing copies or whatever. People will believe it. I always love when I mention Uncle Avi and people in the comments that don't know who we're talking about are like, who's Uncle Avi? Oh, the casuals. Oh, Uncle Avi's like Dave Meltzer. If it takes place in the Venomverse, it automatically gets 5 stars, just like in the Tokyo Dome. Now I'm just picturing Uncle Dave versus Avi Arad. Anyways, what were we talking about? Hold up, let me bring up that link again. Oh yeah, the movie's coming out early. I am super hyped. This means that obviously we get to talk about it earlier. All the nice little details we're going to be able to kind of, zoom in on with like a microscope into every frame and be like, aha, you see that? That's a hint towards that, which you know it's going to happen. But also, we just kind of get to, well, actually, we get to do the audio commentary here for the channel for members. So that's going to be pretty fun. Oh. So who's getting it? Who's getting it early? Who's double dipping? Who's going to triple dip? Who's going to quadruple dip on this one like me? Because I got to get the different steelbooks. Yeah, I'm a sucker for these. Anyways, sound off below. Which copy are you guys getting? Anybody still just get basic DVD? Is that even a thing? Is that like... Do they make just DVDs anymore? Do you have to buy like the Blu-ray with the DVD, or did they just make DVDs anymore?